Hi everybody, I'm Lucy. Welcome to the So Essential vlog. Today I'm going to share with you the latest trends for autumn and winter and the patterns and the fabrics you can use to recreate those key looks. So everything I talk about today is available on our website and you'll find the link to our lovely website below. I'll also pop links to the individual patterns and the fabrics I mentioned below as well, so they're nice and easy to find for you. And the focus is very much on creating genuinely wearable garments. So it's not about flash in the pan trends. It's about things that I think, yeah, if I made that, it's genuinely wearable and I would wear it for years to come. So that's where my focus is. And on that note, I've had a little revelation this autumn winter, which I thought I'd share with you. And it's probably blatantly obvious to most of you, but it's only just occurred to me this year that in the autumn and the winter, I tend to wear jumpers a lot. And I just felt last year like I was constantly putting the same things on, although I've got quite a good selection of jumpers. Because you can't see what's underneath, you just see the jumper. I just got really bored of wearing the same things over and over again. And this year I had a little revelation that if I invested in some nice chunky cardigans, which are very much on trend at the moment, I could pair those with the blouses and the tops that I'd made and my jeans, and then feel like I was going to get a whole load of new looks from that. You know, I've got so many different blouses and tops I can wear with this cardigan, and I've bought a couple of others that I can do the same. So for me, I was really pleased to see that lots of statement blouses were out and about on my favourite websites. So the first look I want to start with is McCall's 8067, which is a button-down blouse pattern. There are 3 different looks you can create, but the one I'm focusing on is the long-sleeved version with a sort of balloon sleeve towards the cuff, because that very much was a key trend still. Lots of balloon sleeves, lots of frills, lots of ruffles, that sort of thing. So that would be the one that I would create for autumn winter. And there lots of them were in like lovely statement fabrics as well, really standing out. But then also, I think this pattern's got some real mileage because there's a lovely collarless button-down short sleeve version of the blouse as well, which I had my eye on in the summer and I think would be lovely for the summer as well. So I think this is a really good pattern. The sizes run from a 6, which is a 30.5-inch bust, 23-inch waist, 32.5-inch hip, up to a 22, which is a 44-inch bust, 37 waist and 46-inch hip. And the fabric I would make the long sleeve version up in is this gorgeous Lena crepe fabric, which is this lovely emerald green with this fantastic floral print on it. Obviously got lots of lovely drape and movement. It's a nice sort of matte finish. It's not shiny. It feels very soft. I just think this is such a great fabric for that statement blouse, and then I could pair that with a cardigan and a pair of jeans and just feel great. And it's that whole sort of, you know, casual, smart casual vibe. I think that blouse and jeans combo just really nails that. For me, it just makes me feel like I'm a little bit more put together than I would be if I was just in a t-shirt or jumper. So yeah, that fabric and that shirt I think would really nail that key look. And then the other thing I saw quite a lot of is statement collars, which is why I am wearing this top today, which is a Tilly and the Buttons Orla blouse, which I made many years ago when I first started sewing. But it's got this lovely snowdrop collar, and then I put an exposed zip on the back to make it a little bit more interesting. It's got these lovely darts that come out of the side seams and go up towards the bust. And then it's got darts in the back as well, if you can see those. So it gives you a lovely shape. And yeah, I saw lots and lots of these sort of statement collars. Some of them are a bit more sort of like 70s large collars, but there were a lot of sort of snowdroppy or scalloped collars, and I just thought this pattern was a great way to create that look. I did this blouse monochrome, and again that was very much like the trend I was noticing with this. And this is made in our Prestige crepe, which is by John Caldor, just in the black and the ivory. This pattern runs from a 30-inch bust, 24-inch waist and 33-inch hip, up to a 44-inch bust, 38-inch waist and 47-inch hip. And yeah, I just think you could have some real fun with this collar to nail that sort of scalloped, snowdroppy you know, statement collar that's out there at the moment. The other thing I noticed was lots of turtlenecks and just crew neck sort of fitted t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirt tops with puff sleeves and little ruffled sleeves and that sort of thing. So there's a couple of patterns you could use here. I would go for the Agnes, which again is another Tilly and the Buttons pattern. So it's the same size range as the Orla. I find Tilly patterns to be a really good fit for me on the body. I often find that indie patterns are a little bit scant round the armholes for me, but Tilly patterns that she see, I think I'm a size 3 in her patterns, and they just seem to fit really well in that area, which is a real bonus. But I would make the Agnes with the puff sleeve, which I think is a short sleeve, but you could lengthen it. There is a long sleeve piece, so you could easily lengthen that, and just do the puff sleeve version in this fantastic leopard print fabric that we've got now. Red was one of the real key colours that I noticed as well, and I just love it. It's like a corally red, this jersey fabric is. It's a viscose and spandex fabric, and yeah, it's just this sort of lovely bright corally red colour, and I think a top made in that with that little feminine twist of the little puff sleeves would look fantastic. And then again, you can just pair that with your jeans, or you could do a nice turtleneck with it, which I think would work really well as well. And I saw lots of those. Animal print was still really, really big. There was lots and lots and lots of that in the shops. So yeah, I would be tempted to make something up in that. I really hope I get round to that this season. And I mentioned a turtleneck in that top. The other pattern I wanted to share was the True Bias Nico pattern, which is a top and dress, and it's a turtleneck sleeveless full length dress, maxi dress with a side slit, or you can make a turtleneck, a sleeveless turtleneck top, or full length sleeve top, and again you can use the full length sleeve for the dress as well. The sizes on this one run from a 32 bust, 26 waist and 34 hip, up to a 44.5 bust, 38.5 waist and 46.5 hip. And it does say medium weight knit fabrics, but I think probably you'd get away with this viscose spandex that I showed you, that lovely animal print one. And I thought you could perhaps make the turtleneck, but then you could slash and spread if you wanted to get hacking and have a go at being a bit more creative, you could slash and spread the sleeve head to give you more fabric there, and then use that to gather it up. But if you're not confident about having a go at things like that, the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes pattern is designed to have that little ruffle and that little puff there. Or you could just go for the standard turtleneck. And we have got these gorgeous ribbed jersey fabrics. They're like a sort of almost like a sweater weight really, but they are the sort of fabric you get like turtlenecks and cardigans and things in. And we've got this lovely forest green colour. We've also got a gorgeous plum colour, we've got a navy, and we've got like a taupey colour as well. And lots of the browns and beiges and those sorts of colours were very much in again this season. It's beautifully soft, it really is. I'm definitely making something with this year. It is just such a lovely soft handle, and I know it would feel beautiful against your skin. So that's another key look there. I did see lots and lots of those ribbed fabrics. It reminds me very much of the 90s, and I think that has been sort of a key trend for, you know, the last few years. So yeah. And then to pair all of those with, I thought, you know, it's a great time of year to be getting stuck into a longer project like a pair of jeans or a pair of trousers. I made my first pair of jeans way back in February, and it was just absolutely blissful. I loved it. I learned so much, and it, you know, I really, it's just such a great project to just get my teeth into and challenge myself. And I'd really love to do another pair this winter. I hope I get time. I don't know whether I will, because I've changed my working hours a bit, but blah blah blah, you don't want to know about that. But if I did get time, I would be looking at making the Lander pants, because the trends I've noticed in jeans, you know, skinny jeans, we're starting to move on from that trend. I'm still wearing mine because I love them and I feel comfortable in them. But, you know, it is more and more flared jeans or mom jeans, straight leg jeans that I'm seeing out there. And I think the Lander pattern is a great way to recreate that look, because it is more of a straight cut leg. It's high waisted, it's buttoned down, so that's quite nice and interesting and a bit different for you to work on if you've made zip up jeans before. So I would look at making these and making the sort of full length version. The sizes on this one go from a 26 waist to a 38.5-inch waist, and a 34 hip to a 46.5-inch hip. And I would want to make them in this lovely indigo fabric. It says not to use a stretch denim for these, so this is one of our rigid denims. It is DWRS006 on our website. It's this lovely indigo blue colour, and I can just imagine doing some nice gold top stitching on that, going for that sort of traditional look, and pairing that with those lovely blouses and things that I was talking about making. And I think that'd be a great project to get your teeth into on the cold winter nights. The other trend I noticed was that midi length and maxi length skirts are very much here to stay. You know, there's still very much a sort of boho vibe around that, and it's taken me, I've admired that look for ages. I love that look. I've seen so many people wearing it, and it took months and months and months for me to realise I didn't have anything like that in my wardrobe. So I've just made this pattern, which is New Look 6456. I made it in a gorgeous Lena crepe fabric. It was like an orange sort of abstracty animal print fabric, and it's just a really simple wrap skirt. I made the maxi version, so it's a dead quick easy make, brilliant for a beginner. The most difficult thing you have to do is sew a buttonhole on the waistband, because you thread the waist tie through that to create the wrap. I wore it out on Saturday night, and I'm happy to report that although it's a wrap skirt, I had plenty of coverage. There was no sort of revealing of legs going on. You know, I really felt comfortable in it. I wore it with like a fitted little black turtleneck top and my black leather ankle boots and my black leather jacket, and I just felt great. I felt really comfortable, but I felt, you know, dressed up, a bit more dressed up than I would do in my jeans or trousers. It just felt like a brilliant look, and the pattern was just so easy to make. The sizes run from a 23 waist up to a 32 waist, and a 32.5-inch hip up to a 42-inch hip. I have made a video which should have aired including this skirt and my version I made, so if you have a look on our channel you should see that. It was probably last week or the week before. But the fabric I thought you could make this up in, just for something different to what I did, is this gorgeous crepe de chine fabric in this fantastic mustard colour, because these sorts of ditzy type prints are very much still around as well. And yeah, it's just a lovely mustard colour. It's a nice weight for a skirt as well. And yeah, I think it would just work really well. It would drape and move beautifully, and again you could just do what I did with that, pair it with a black leather jacket and a t-shirt or a jumper, turtleneck perhaps, and some boots, and yeah, that would just nail that sort of maxi length skirt look that very much is here to stay, but it's just so beautifully easily wearable. The next pattern I want to talk to you about is Jolly 3355, which is a hoodie, sweat top and tracksuit bottom pattern. Now, as I said, you know, lots of designers are focusing on loungewear and comfortable wear for people at the moment for obvious reasons. And when I recorded this, I was just at the finishing stages of making the hoodie version of this pattern, and it's fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. I did some lovely decorative stitching on it with my overlocker and cover stitch machine. I'll be sharing with you in weeks to come. But for me as well, you know, the fit of the pattern was really quite good. I always worry with indie patterns that they're a little bit scant on the shoulders sometimes, but it wasn't. It's come together so quickly and easily. It was just such a nice make, and I made it in, we've got these gorgeous new sweater knit fabrics, which are, they're Oceotex certified, so that means that the manufacturing processes used to create these fabrics is a lot more friendly to the environment, but also they should stand the test of time and wash and wear really well as well. And I can happily say that, oh my goodness, it was so lovely to work with. It's got this gorgeously soft, warm fleece back to it, and then you know, your regular sort of cotton sweater knit on the other side. But we've got this in a few different colours. I made my hoodie in the gold colour. It's like a bright yellowy goldy colour. We've got this gorgeous teal colour. We've also got a claret and I think a navy, but we can get other colours as well. So if there's anything that's not there that you'd really like, you know, if people are interested enough, we may well get some more of these in, or if they go well. But yeah, goodness me, they are just so lovely to work with and so comfortable to wear. Absolutely perfect for making up that hoodie or the sweatshirt or the sweatpants. The bust and also the great thing about this pattern, I've made the hoodie, but it also goes through child sizes as well. So I'm thinking about making my boys one as well, because it was so quick and easy. It came together so well. So the sizes start right down at a 21-inch chest, 20-inch waist and 22-inch hip, which is obviously the children's sizes, but they go up as far as a 50-inch bust, 44-inch waist and 53-inch hip. So really good size range on that pattern as well, and I can highly recommend it. And then, but the other pattern, the jogging bottoms I haven't made out of that Jarlee pattern, but the jogging bottoms I have made, which I absolutely adore and just have worn to death and still wear all the time, are my Hudson pants by True Bias. It's a really, really lovely sewing pattern. Again, comes together super quickly and easily. But they're quite a sort of tapered jogging bottom, which is what I really liked about them. They've got a deep cuff and then an elasticated waist, as you'd expect, and they've got little pockets on them as well, which were quite fun to sew. And these run from a 26-inch waist and 34-inch hip up to a 38.5-inch waist and 46.5-inch hip. And again, you could make those up in any of those gorgeous new sweater knits that we've got, and they would just look wonderful. I'm sure I'm going to make some more of those these winter, because they're just great for those times when you're hanging around the house, but also because they are quite tapered, they do feel quite stylish, and I'm more than happy to nip out to the shops in them or whatever as well. And then the other key look I noticed was there have been a lot of sort of flight suits and jumpsuits about, which, you know, sometimes they can be a bit dressy, but they're a bit more utility, the ones that I've been noticing, especially on some of the fashion bloggers I follow and that sort of thing. And Closet Core Patterns have just brought out the Blanca flight suit, which is very much a utility sort of focused jumpsuit. It's semi-fitted, you can customise it, there's lots and lots of lovely little sewing details you can add to it. There's patch pockets, back pockets, you can do breast pockets on the chest. I think there's a couple of different versions for the collars as well, so you can really make it your own look. And I know a few people who've made this and said they really enjoyed the process of making it. Another good get your teeth into it type project for those long dark autumn winter nights or rainy weekends. And I would make that up in the denim I showed you earlier, a lovely deep dark indigo denim. I think that would work really well. And you know, I think it's something you could wear around the house or to more casual things. You could probably wear it to just go out for walks and things like that as well, with a big thick coat. So yeah, that's another one that I noticed, another key look. And then finally, not many of us are making tailored stuff at the moment. Not many people have got a need for that at the moment. However, I did think, you know, you might want to use the opportunity to create a nice tailored jacket or some nice tailored trousers while the weather's not great and while we are spending more time indoors. And Vogue have just released a new pattern, 1741, which Angela spotted, my mother-in-law, when she was going through the new patterns that were coming in, and she pointed out it's a really good value pattern because there's a beautiful tailored jacket with a really interesting collar. There's wide leg trousers, there's a top, a dress and a jumpsuit included as well. And this season I did see lots of trouser suits and wide leg trousers in lots of the key high street stores that I looked at, and lots of the websites I looked at, and very often they were in bold bright colours as well, which makes my heart sing because I love bold bright colours, as you know. And to make that up in, I did say red was a very key colour, and we've got this gorgeous red crepe. It's like a medium to heavyweight crepe. It's got like a slight bit of stretch in it, and this is the tomato colourway, and I think this would be great for making any of those sort of tailored items from that pattern up in. But also we've bought a range of these fabrics. We've got some other gorgeous colours. There's like a magenta colour, a purple colour, I'm pretty sure we've got like a mustardy colour. They'll all be on the website. It's a brand new range and they're really lovely, and I think they would work brilliantly for that pattern, so you could choose whichever colour took your fancy and make that up. So that's my little whistle stop tour of the key looks for the season and the patterns and the fabrics you can use to recreate them. I hope you've enjoyed that today. As I mentioned at the start, everything I talked about today is available on our site, and you'll find the links to our site and the products below. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, because every Friday we bring you a new video packed full of sewing inspiration. Okay guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.